This is Spotlight and we're at 7 Arts Dance Studio. They do a couple of things, but today we are focusing on dance. And I'm pretty sure, Woody, this is not a new place to some of you guys if you're a fan of TikTok. And today I'm going to be talking to Bucci, who is going to tell us everything we need to know about it. And as you can see, I'm set, ready to dance. So, stick around. So tell us, how has life been generally?
Life has been amazing. I hope it's been the same for you.
I mean, you can say I'm ready to dance. So yeah, life has been precious.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Can you just tell us what 7 Arts does?
7 Arts, would like to think of ourselves as a creative powerhouse, simply because we handle everything to do with creatives. So we're talking of dance, we're talking about videography, photography, adverts, script writing for videos, whether for you're talking of short films, reels, concepts, clothes, what else? Pretty much a lot of that.
All right.
Yes.
So how did the dance now become the focus of 7 Arts?
The dance itself is a childhood dream. We've come too far to end up here, and everything that you see here, we dreamed of it, we manifested it, we worked towards it, and today this came about because I work with a few people of mine, from Kondwani to Kevin to Bonds to Stuart to Souvenir, Salim. These are people that they come from my, how do I say this? From my childhood, we built an idea to do with the studio. So we went from music to dance to fashion. So along the way, we picked up other people that had the same interests. And we created this space for the dancers. And we have another block there, which is for social media and also just media production. So we're talking of videos, photos, and everything that will go basically on the media.
All right.
Yeah.
So let us dive into the world of dance a little bit. Okay, what basic, I hear you say what basic moves. Okay, I am here, I want to learn how to dance.
Okay.
Start from the beginning.
So if you come in and you meet Sue, you meet me, you meet whoever it is, they'll probably ask you the same question I'm going to ask you now. What are you interested in achieving? Okay. So other people will come through and say, yo, I have a wedding coming up. I have a birthday coming up. I have this challenge I saw on TikTok and I want to learn. So according to what your interests are, we'll suggest what will work best for you. So let's say you don't know how to dance at all.
Yeah.
No experience. It means you're going to begin with the beginner class. So we have a beginner class package, we have a standard package, which is the intermediate one.
Yeah.
And then we have the pro level package all the way to master level. Master level will give you the intense and everything to do with dance. Like you will sweat,
Yeah.
you will feel the pain, but you will get something that will be great. And when you present it, it will be, wow, that's big. For the beginner class, we take it easy because we know a lot of people don't know how to deal with their body, because the body really functions with like a muscle memory. So we want to get you through a repetitive set of moves, a repetitive set of warm-ups and stretches and all those type of things. Once you get accustomed to that, you're able to now begin to digest small routines here and there, because if you know what I'm going to do from here to that what you're dealing with is the muscle memory. Even if you close your eyes, you will picture the whole thing happening. So I will assess you from that, knowing that you're a beginner class student, and then we'll give you the first piece that we think is a very easy piece. And we usually have like different genres. So we have Afrobeats, we have Amapiano, we have hip hop, R&B, dancehall, pop, all the way to the ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think now I'm interested in it. Before I leave here, people, I'm going to have because I need to put it in my dance moves.
Yes. So,
Alright.
So yeah, apart from that, we also have our prices. I know a lot of people have been asking these questions or ask rather on our social media, like, how much is the class? Well, it depends on what you are interested in doing. So let's say you do a walk-in and you want, for that particular day, a daily subscription will cost you 7,500. If you want a monthly subscription, it's going to cost you 50,000. That's for a normal class.
Yeah.
And then we have a special class for women, which is called Zumba. It comes in the morning at 9 and also comes again in the afternoon at 3 p.m. And this class costs you 7.5 a day, and it costs you 65,000 monthly subscription. We usually opt for people to pay for the monthly one because it's much cheaper, and also it helps you come in any time of the day that you want. This is to do with the whole week, because we open from Monday to Saturday. Saturday is a half day.
Yeah.
But we make sure that from Monday we have you covered. So on the first days you can come through a day, you skip a day, you come again on Wednesday, you skip a day, you come again on Friday. If you want to do another bonus day on maybe, let's say, on Saturday, which is just a 9 o'clock class, you can come through. But it's an all-women class, and it's handled by our female instructor, Souvenir. I think she's pretty amazing, and they love her. Yeah, so we're trying to build a community of like women that are free, make friendships, maybe business connections, you name it. And they come for different reasons. You will find that some people will come and say, I want to attend the class that will help me with my weight loss journey. Some will come through and be like, yo, I just need something to just take my mind off things. So for therapy, you know what I mean? They'll come through and just release the stress. Some will come through because they just want to learn and know a new hobby. Some just want to learn because they want to touch themselves to the world of dance, you know. And it doesn't matter the age. We have the oldest women and the youngest women in that class. Same thing with the other classes. I remember we have a hip hop student. She's a pretty old woman,
Okay.
but she is good. I wish she was here so you could see what I'm talking about. I came in here and I got goosebumps. I was like, wait, what?
At your
she was
age,
dancing
yeah.
she was dancing to a Chris Brown and Sierra song. And yeah, so those classes are handled by our 4 main instructors. I'm the over instructor. So we have Stuart, we have Bones, we have Souvenir, like I said, and we have Salim as well. So these guys specialize in everything to do with dance. So if we have a student that wants to tap into hip hop,
Yeah.
Stuart can handle that, or Bones can handle that. If we have students that want to tap into dancehall,
Yeah.
Salim can handle that. Maybe even Souvenir will handle that. So it depends, because we don't try to limit people in achieving or getting what their money's worth. We open the floor to them to give us their idea and say, yo, I just wanna learn how to dance, man, because my entire life I think I've just been sitting down. So
Yeah.
cool. So we'll teach you how to dance. So we'll suggest, and we'll suggest the best instructor for you according to your charisma, your character, just how you're going to. We know you're going to achieve what you are
You wanna
interested in.
achieve,
Yeah, basically. That's
All
it.
right, so for someone that, yes, they want to learn how to dance,
Yeah.
but they really don't know their genre, how do you help people like us?
So we usually ask them who their favorite artist is.
Okay.
That is a giveaway. Like for you, who's your
Okay,
favorite
for
artist?
example, I say my favorite artist is Mbenjere. How are you going to assist
Benji.
me? Yeah.
We're going to tap into that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now
because
I'm
now
interested in-
we're talking of Menjere, and then
Yes.
we'll ask you, do you follow certain TikTok dances on your TikTok? And you say, okay, cool. Like, I'll just give you a bit of a demo.
Yeah.
Do you have any videos that you're interested in, that you've seen on TikTok right now?
Yes.
Do you know the names?
Not really.
So we'll tap into that.
Yeah.
We'll look into that. Whatever it is that you're interested in, it's always in the vivid or repetitive algorithm that's on the social media, which will give away what you're most interested in. So we'll give you a class and suggest a class that you might try. Let's say you love Nigeria. It means we're touching base on the side of Dombolo, we're touching base on the side of Kwasa Kwasa or Afro House. And then from there, we'll give you a taste of that. If your ear is favorable to it, then we'll definitely put you in that class. If you don't like it, we'll try to break it down a bit and go into something else until we'll find you in your right space.
All right.
Yeah.
right, so now let us talk about dance challenges. I mean, we're in Malawi, and this dance studio thing is something that's new, you know. And today, but can you just tell us some of the challenges that dancers face right here in Malawi?
Wow, that's a good question. I'll start with the reason why we built this place. We didn't build this place just for me and my team. We built it for the dance community. And right now, we have a dance community in WhatsApp, which has a lot of members. And these are students from different parts of Malawi and different neighborhoods, different townships. And we're encouraging them to share it as far as possible. The reason is we have faced so many challenges from beginning with like payments that the dancers will get according to the work that they do. For a long time, I've found it very offensive when you compare the effort that dancers put in to just create a masterpiece of work, which either will go in a video or go on stage, and the money that they get, they would get peanuts, you know? And for us, or for me personally, I thought, you know what? This is something that I would love to begin to make a change of. So with my dancers, currently we upped their payments. And I'm glad to actually sit here and say my dancers are the first dancers to actually have official jobs, which they get paid for. They report every day. We do our work, and it's a life of a dancer. We do choreographies. We chat about dance. We discuss on the theory of dance, whether we're gonna deal with musicalities, we're gonna deal with melodies, we're gonna deal with lyrics, whether it's like doing a project for some other artist. Initially, in its all, it's everything dance. So we wanted to break the idea that artists have, the idea that organizations have, the ideas that show organizers have, which is just a stereotype, because they think, oh, you're a dancer, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Just be on the side. How much are you gonna earn? 30,000, 45,000, which is very much a low charge. You know what I mean? And if you look at that, these dancers are growing up. Everyone has their own interest in life, and they're building families. Some have kids, some have parents they want to look after, some need to look after themselves as well. You know what I mean? Because as much as we have that as a class that we report to or a job that we report to, we encourage the mindset to be much more brighter. Because if your mindset is clear, you have a vision that what's next for me is bigger than what's happening now, then we're yet to win bigger. And we're trying to make sure that we spread this information to the rest of the dancers. From young dancers, I found that we have dancers that will come here and they're sweaty, you know what I mean? And their armpits are like super sweaty. And here it's closed. So you have, when you walk in, you can hear the fumes. We make sure those type of things are thrown in there for educating them to understand that grooming is part of dancing.
Yes.
You can't be sweaty and be presentable. People will just think you don't know what you're doing in your life. You know, we make sure that they look good. Wear your sneakers. We encourage sneakers all the time at the studio. If you want to relax at some time, you'll find if you go in our changing rooms, you'll find slides and sneakers. It's not by mistake. We do that deliberately because you're finished dancing, you want to rest, you get your slides on, your feet has to breathe. And we encourage to make sure that you need to indulge yourself in physical exercises, which is pretty big. The challenge that we've seen also is that most dancers do dance, but some of them are not as fit, which puts them in a risky place where on stage, if you have to perform with me for an hour, you might just fall and you might just faint because it's going to require your breathing technique. It's going to require your your stamina to be at that level to withstand the whole energy all throughout. Because if we hit the stage, before we hit the stage, we are rehearsing the entire time. And when we get on stage, that energy is multiplied 2 times. Because now you're dealing with adrenaline. So your blood is pumping, you're breathing differently. You gotta make sure you master those techniques. If you don't, it's the things that you'll find over dancers that pulled muscle, or maybe he just fell, whether on stage or maybe at the rehearsals, And those are the things that we've been trying to like make sure we create a place that will educate dancers to understand that apart from just it being dance, it's an actual business too. You know, it will open different doors. You can work for corporates, you can work for artists, you can go as far as abroad and go perform in Italy, you can perform in the US. There's so many dancers that are doing these things outside Malawi, China, Ghana, Nigeria, USA. They're traveling, interlinking with other dancers. It's all over the internet. And we thought, you know what? It's time for us, we do something of that kind. We create a physical address, we create a home of dance, and everybody will report to. And this community is going to be an easy form for us, or easy tool for us to transfer all the messages, all the information that all the dancers need to carry on to. So right now, we are running a campaign where we want to make sure that we put every dancer worth of a payment at 75,000, nothing less. Every dancer needs to know that. So if you're an artist, if you're a show organizer, you should know wherever you are. If you're going to book a dancer, it's not going to be less than 75. Let's start from there. And then the rest is going to go on and on.
Yeah.
The professional dancers are going to get paid all the way up to 500,000 to 250 to 150, you name it. So yeah, basically I think that's that.
All right, I think you just mentioned a very important point of how, as dancers, they also need to be physically fit.
Yes.
Because I think we're just like, it's just dancing. I don't need to, take care of my healthy habits. I think that's a very interesting point. And if you're a dancer and you're watching, please make sure that your healthy habits are right.
Can I just add this part as well? It's said that dancers are the same as athletes. There's a point, and the reason why is because we train almost the same way, or we have to train the same way. So it requires you to stay ahead of your game before you go into presenting, basically.
All right.
Yeah.
So you've talked a little bit about how, as a dancer, you also need to brand yourself.
Yeah.
So can you just tell us the basic, outfits for a dancer?
Okay.
Apart from the sneakers, of course.
Dope. The sneakers I go to. Yeah, so I think the basic branding for a dancer should be, one, you need to understand what you're good at. Are you good at creating? Are you good at just dancing? Are you a TikTok dancer or you're an actual dancer?
Oh, so it's being a TikTok dancer and being an actual dancer are two different things.
Yes.
Okay.
A TikTok dancer will do whatever it is that is found on the internet and you can dance to it.
Yeah.
But you cannot take a TikTok dancer who has not trained in the studio, has no knowledge of the stage, and put them on stage. They will cry. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a challenge because TikTok, you're just dealing with the camera.
Yeah.
You do small pieces, it's just maybe 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, and you're done. On stage, it goes over, per song is 3 minutes. And in those 3 minutes, there's a lot of things happening all at once. There's your whole body being present. There's your whole mindset being present. You're dealing with the interaction with people, because apart from just performing, you need to have stage presence. And these things come from you. It can just say, oh, I'll just go on stage and perform. It's a tool or a skill that has to be acquired. It's a skill that has to be mastered. So TikTok dancers and an overall dancer, they're two different people, because also you're just trying to create a trend that somebody's gonna learn from, and you go. As an instructor, as a choreographer, you're creating pieces that will change the person's perspective on dance, which is not just learning it. It's actually something that they will move with. When they learn now, they will know how to apply the same energy or the same knowledge on another piece they will need. You understand? So all those things are impacted in one.
Okay. You also talked about how other people come here who really want to lose their weight using dance. So are you telling us that dance is also a way of losing weight? And if yes, how?
So dancing works your body, your whole body. It's a full body workout on its own. And there's a funny theory that's within dance. the faster it is, the slower it burns your metabolism. The slower it is, no, the faster it is, the lesser it burns. The slower it is, the faster it burns. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the most intense dances are not the fast ones, they're the slow ones.
Okay.
Yeah, because those ones require you to be steady. It requires you to be very concentrated. So within a muscle where you're supposed to, let's say you're in the gym and you're carrying a dumbbell and you're supposed to do this, right? The same dumbbell, if you carry it like this, on 5 reps, you can't hit 5 reps. You might end up doing 2 because your whole energy is going through this slowest, right? So same thing with dance. Dance is like a full workout piece. That's why a lot of people will come through and you'll find that as much as they're attending the classes without knowledge of what it's doing to their bodies, they will lose weight, but they'll be in shape. Yeah. So it makes you strong, it keeps you fit the entire time. It also refreshes your mindset on just how mathematically you solve problems. And this is a funny theory because I introduced it some other time and people were asking me, how is dancing going to help me solve my actual real life issues? Yeah, it will help you because for you to figure out an equation that has to do with your hand, your right hand with your left to actually patch up together and go different ways, it's a math that in your head you have to start working to how do I say this, to divide how your body is going to work, because there are pieces that you're going to do all together and there are pieces that you're going to have to only work your hands or your fingers or your legs or just your knees, and your head is going to be doing something else. As you go through that process, you become more open to how you look at things or how you view problem solving. Yeah, so it also helps you boost your confidence levels because you deal with other people that are failing right next to you and you see them pick up and become better. Sometimes also I've seen a lot of people that it has helped them pick up on their character. So they're able to speak in public, they're able to interact with other people just normally, to just walk up to somebody and say, hi, I do so and so and so, you know what I mean? Dance will give you that, it will give you that confidence, it will boost your confidence in character, I would say that. So it's a whole package of a lot of things that it's an advantage for us because it's a new concept in Malawi, and also it's never been done. So we're trying to make sure that we unpack it in the right way and give people what they've been missing in their lives.
Okay. And how do you see the future of dance in Malawi? Because I mean, I've seen a lot of dance groups coming out.
Yeah. I think it's very promising, to be honest with you. I've met incredible dancers that you would never have imagined to have found in Malawi. There was a day we were shooting a piece just up the road, and there was a kid who was passing by, Amagusa Mandas, and he stopped by, just watched us finish everything, and then he's like, now we said, yeah, dance. And then he puts his bucket down and we played the song. He hasn't heard the song because the song was done by some artist. It wasn't even out. When I tell you, he did a piece that we all were super excited, like, what? He did that. You know what I mean? And this is a kid that has not even stepped in the dance studio before. So now we get such kind of kids, you put them in the right place, brand them pretty well, put them up to the right gigs, and they start getting paid. You will see dance become an actual overall tool that will even help with tourism in Malawi, because people will know dance, they will know Malawi through dance. So that's the reason why we're trying to also incorporate some of the cultural dances here and there, just to make it much more easy to absorb and also refreshing to the eye, because for a while Amapiano has dominated in the industry, but we're also trying to make sure that we touch base with our roots so that it becomes much more refreshing to watch than just any other TikTok dance.
All right. If you're a dance aspirant, I think you've heard it all. You have had now, the do's and don'ts of dancing. But first things first, watch your healthy habits, because it also has to do with your health. How are you going to perform an hour performance if, you're not breathing well, your posture is not right and everything. But we're going to finish with the Zonse Loro Dance Challenge. And I'm ready, I'm pumped up. Hopefully my breathing system is going to, carry me through.
Again.
1, 2, 3, here we go. Hey. Nice. Here we go. Nice. And then drop. Here we go. Run. Lift. Look at the camera. One, two, three, here we go. Hey. Nice. Nice. There we go. Here we go. Come on. And then lift, and then top. Look at the camera. Give me 1, 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
If you see me winning the 250K, just know that it's because of this Zonsaloro dance challenge. And I mean, what's stopping you? I just learned for 10 minutes and, here we at it. And this has been Spotlight and I have been Alina Fechunga. This is...